What's going on, you guys? So today's video is going to be a bit different than usual. I've got an awesome anti-3-star Town Hall 8 base that I'm going to show you guys. But rather than doing the base build first like I usually do, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some replays and talk a little bit about it, and then the base build will be towards the end of the video. So in case you guys didn't already know, I'm participating in a bit of a Reddit clan war event for Town Hall 6 to Town Hall 8. And there's a lot of really great players in it, especially the Town Hall 8s that I've been seeing. And the people that I had test the space are two really great players. One of them is in Masters 3. His name is SirSwags.2 in a level 11 war clan usually. And then also, more importantly, if I can find him, this guy named Alien, who is in Titans 3, almost as high as my Town Hall 11 account right now. And he's in a level 14 war clan. So I'll go ahead, we'll try and start up at the top where we try and find the space. So this was me attacking one of them, I 3-starred. And then, so the first attack was SirSwags against my base. So let's go ahead and watch this. So he's going to be using a bit of a healer Valkyrie witch walk, bit of a witch slap I guess with healers. And before this he was attacking other people's bases and he was killing their bases with this strategy. So it is a really good strategy. I'm not good enough to use this strategy. It looks really complicated, but he seemed really good with it before, and this is his first go at my base. So he's going to be probably do what most people would do, attack on the opposite side of the town hall, just because usually there's a lot of traps around the town hall since it's towards the outside, which in this case it was true. So also in my clan castle I don't even have very good stuff. I have like level 5 wizards and then some archers, and then he's packing max witches in his clan castle. And later on, you'll see when Alien attacks at the Titan Town Hall 8, you'll see he has some really good clan castle troops as well. And also, not to mention, these guys are all fully maxed Town Hall 8s, whereas I am, as you can see by my walls, they are not even close to being max. I still have over half of them to go. And then plus, I have one more Tesla to upgrade, and then I have all my Archer Towers to upgrade, and my Barbarian King one more level. So this is, I'm already at a disadvantage just by Town Hall 8 level. And these walls actually do make a big difference, especially with all these ground attacks. So, as I mentioned, this is his first attack. I believe he doesn't even end up getting a 2-star on it. I have a Tesla farm around the town hall, which works out perfectly whether they attack from the town hall side or he attacks from the opposite side like this guy does, because then the town hall and all these storages will tank for the Teslas, which probably have the highest damage output of any of the defenses here. And then also, if they attack from that side, it'll completely mess up their initial attack and will probably mess up their funneling and everything else. So this Tesla farm here, along with a cannon, and then I believe there's a mortar, wizard tower, and storages around there, that is always the part that messes up the attackers, as you'll see in these replays to come. So that's going to wrap up his first attack at 84%. He could have got that 85 with that barracks, but since it's just a friendly challenge, didn't really need it. So that was his army he used, fully maxed for Town Hall 8s. And let's go ahead and take a look at the second replay. So that was the first one. He's going to go ahead, this is his second try after knowing where all my traps and everything is. This is his second go at it. So he knows where everything is. This time he just attempted to execute a little better. So he's going to go in with a witch walk as well. And just so you guys know, this witch walk is actually deadly. With 2 healers on him, I think in one of the other replays you'll see them go around the base, and my defenses just cannot touch them. Like, it takes forever to take care of him. You need like 3 or 4 defenses locked onto him. It's honestly almost as annoying as a queen walk. For a lot of Town Hall 8s are probably watching this, so if you don't know, it's just a queen with a ton of healers on him, and it's almost immortal. So here he goes again, drops the Valkyries in. He's got the healers in behind, healing them all up. And my clan castle is lure, so he's going to go ahead and drop the double poison on top of them. They're not going to do much. And if you saw right here, there was a big bomb area, which is perfect. The clan castle lures the troops right into it. And it's also in the Valks and other troops' path, so it sets that big bomb off. Throughout this raid, throughout any attack, all the traps will be set off, so everything is really in the most ideal situations. I had a bunch of Town Hall 8s look at the space as well, try and help me make any improvements, but they said that the traps and the placement is pretty much spot on. The one weakness the space does have is, I think it's the one Alien was 3-starred with, is when he had 4 P.E.K.K.A.s. Just because it's so open on the right side of the base, P.E.K.K.A.s have an easier time walking through it, So he had like 3 level 3 P.E.K.K.A.s and then a fully max level 5 P.E.K.K.A. So that was one of the ones that ended up 3-starring it, but that's not a really common raid, and it's generally quite a skill raid to do, to be able to funnel the P.E.K.K.A.s in the right direction and not have all your wizards die off. But you'll see that later on. So here it is again, the Tesla farm completely destroying the remainder of his troops, and not to mention there's a wizard tower and a cannon still up. So there it is, that's going to wrap it up again. He could have picked off a few more buildings for probably 86%, but he's just going to stop at 84. So there it is, 84%. So that's 2 1-stars so far. And moving on, this one, his first 2-star. So this is his 3rd time attacking. He knows where absolutely everything is. So he's going to try something a little different. He's going to go ahead from the town hall side, and let's see how that works out. So once again with the queen or the witch walk, both of his healers are going to go over to the witch. So now he has 4 healers on those witches, so those witches are not going to die anytime soon. And then he's going to drop off everything else by the town hall. Poison on top of the clan castle troops, while the Valkyries get the town hall and the clan castle troops all cleaned up. And then everything's going to move on towards the core, leaving alone all these other defenses, which is how the base was designed. So now that everything is in the complete middle of the base, with everything shooting at it, so that is the ideal situation here. Almost all of the troops have already died out except for some tanks and those witches that have 4 healers on them and are probably not going to die anytime soon. I believe this is the raid where they actually walk around almost the entire base. Alright, so I'm just going to speed this up because it does take a little bit. He still has a rage spell, so he's going to go ahead and drop that now to take care of those splash damage buildings, which is the smart thing to do. And with those raged healers, they're not going to get anywhere, or my defenses aren't going to do any work. P.E.K.K.A.'s going to go ahead, take out that archer tower, but all the other defenses are going to quickly snipe her down. So here it is, 2 witches still up. They kind of split up, but they're going to go ahead, join up together really shortly. There it is, 1 big bomb. Still doesn't even take out that witch though, because that's a max witch against my like level 2 big bomb or something. And those healers are going to heal them back up to full health, so that big bomb didn't even take out that witch. And now they're just going to keep walking around while I have 2 archer towers shooting at the skeletons and the witch. Yeah, the witch is still not going down. Since the witches hardly do any damage either, this takes forever. So they're just going to keep walking around slowly but steadily. And once they come in closer towards our splash damage troops, that's when they're going to die off. And that was at the 3-minute mark right there, so he ended at 78%. Alright, moving down. Let's try and find it. Alright, this was one where he got 99%. So he's starting to get the groove of it, trying to figure the space out. It took him about 3 tries, so this is his 4th try. And that's really good. That's what you want for anti-3-star bases. Because usually for Town Hall 8, eventually they're going to get 3-star. It's just how many attacks can you waste of your opponents. So this is already the 4th attack that he's had to use to attempt at a 3-star. So once again with the Witch Walk, extremely annoying, especially after seeing what they could do last time. So this time he spreads out the P.E.K.K.A. so that the healers will stay on top of that P.E.K.K.A. It's kind of like a Barbarian Walk, but with a P.E.K.K.A. instead. It's a little more tanky. Now he's going to drop his Barbarian King along with his Valkyries all across. So it's a lot easier for him to funnel his Valkyries into this base just because there aren't really many buildings on the outside. And then the Clan Castle pulls them towards the middle, which is ideal because that is surrounded by all of the other troops. Alright, so the Valks are going to go work their way around. In the core, it's really just a bunch of high hit point structures that are going to distract troops for as long as possible, like the Clan Castle, the Dark Elixir storage, and an air defense, and then I forget what's over here. Yeah, I don't really remember. But there's something there. I think it was the Barbarian King, actually. Yeah, that's probably what it was. So once again, the Tesla farm is going to cause tons of problems. The big bomb's going to be activated in the ideal spot where anything that walks by it will be, and every troop will walk around there at some point or another. So that P.E.K.K.A. is going to quickly get shredded along with those Valkyries helping her out. Having the Town Hall here is perfect because it is the tankiest structure in the game, and it has a ton of DPS surrounding it to dish out tons of damage. Plus these mortars actually can reach over to it, so that is ideal. So Big Bomb's going to sadly only set off on 1 Valkyrie. Would have been nice to get those 2 Valkyries, otherwise it wouldn't have been as close of a raid. But he still got a healer up, as there's a Seeking Air Mine by that Big Bomb area, which took one of them out. And they're going to go ahead, work their way into the space. So far they've still got, those 2 witches are relentless. They are still both up, and that wizard's shortly going to die off as soon as it finishes off that wizard tower. Actually, no, the mortar's not going to lock onto it, so that wizard's going to stay up with barely any health left, and he's going to help clean it up. So those witches are going to take out that mortar and move on to that cannon. That cannon is going to be overwhelmed by all those skeletons and witches, so that's going to go down as well. But since he only has 2 witches and a wizard left, he's lucky he has that wizard left too. They're going to go ahead and try and clean off those extra buildings, but thankfully I have the builder huts all along the outside. He's already taken care of 2. But the troops are not going to make it to the last one on time. So there it is, 99%, 4th try. Let's go ahead and take a look at his 5th try. I believe this is the one where he actually 3-starred. Alright, yeah, there it is. Alright. So now he's got the hang of it. He's going to do almost the same thing, except start from the top side this time. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this part a bit. And there it is. The witches are going to start walking around. He's going to wall break that compartment open. And then he's going to drop off the P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A. is going to go through that opening though, which doesn't really hurt, and then he's going to drop all the Valkyries behind it. They're going to make quick work of all that outside spot, all that outside area, and then everything's going to go towards the core again, like always, while having everything shoot at it. So at this point, the healers are locking on to, I believe, the Barbarian King, and on the top side, there's a P.E.K.K.A. surrounded by, or followed by wizards and a witch. So they're going to go ahead and clean everything up. Barbarian King still at full health, and all I have left is a wizard tower, and now just a mortar. So that mortar is not going to be able to hold off against all this. And this time he actually picked off most of the outside buildings to begin with, and he still has an archer left to just finish off that last builder hut. So there it is. It took him, I believe, 5 tries to get this 3-star. So good job by him. Really great attacker, and I appreciate him for helping me out. And it just goes to show how good this base is, and how well it should work for you guys as well. And keep in mind, I'm not even max, so if you are max, it should work out even better for you as well. Alright, this attack, first one by Alien, it's not actually of my actual base. I was just trying out something else. So that's not the base, so we'll just forget about that one. We'll move on to his first try, which was a 98%. So he's using a bit of a Golem, a few Valkyries, some P.E.K.K.A.s, and 11 Wizards. So he's going to go ahead, use that Earthquake to break out that entire middle compartment, which doesn't end up really helping too much because he still has to break into all of these and still not separated from the big compartment on the outside. So he's going to drop off a Golem to tank for the P.E.K.K.A. They're going to break that wall open. He's going to save his wall breakers for later, which is smart. And he's going to drop another Golem up off top, followed by another P.E.K.K.A. And he's going to actually use the wall breakers to open that up, followed up by a few wizards to support those. So he's really good at actually keeping all of his wizards alive usually, which is how you want to do these sorts of attacks. And then, so since he doesn't have poison, he's going to use the Valkyries to clean up those clan castle troops, and the wizards are actually going to shoot over the wall, which really helps him out. And so he's going to get towards the core in his clan castle. I forget what he has. Yeah, actually, I completely forget. Right, it's max P.E.K.K.A. So he's going to follow that up by some more wizards again, and he's going to start working his way towards the town hall. While everything else is going up north, and going to start cleaning all those buildings up. So this Tesla farm here is going to make quick work of that max P.E.K.K.A. And that thing is tanky as hell. So P.E.K.K.A.'s going to get one swing off before he dies out, and then that is pretty much it. He's still got a Golem up that's about to explode, and then another P.E.K.K.A., a ton of wizards, or 2 P.E.K.K.A.s, a ton of wizards, and then his Barbarian King, still with the ability left, along with some cleanup troops like minions and archers on the outside. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit as his troops just bang through those walls. So right now I have 2 Teslas, 2 cannons, a mortar, wizard tower, and an air defense up. So it's looking good for me. So having this town hall here is perfect, and that big bomb sets off and destroys that wizard because it tanks for all these troops. I cannot stress how much that helps so much. It saved me and won me so many raids already. Right now, so that's pretty much the end of the raid. I still have all 3 defenses up now, and all he has is a single archer. So he's just going to go ahead and end that. Alright, let's move on to his second attack, which was actually worse than the first. So I'm going to have to speed this up because this video might get a little too long if I add in the base build as well. So he's going to try earthquaking and opening up a different compartment. That's a much better earthquake as it opens up a lot more of the base. So he's going to go ahead and try and do the same thing. He's going to try and take care of that big compartment first, which is a good idea. He's going to use some wall breakers, get in there quicker, followed up by some wizards and a heal spell. He's going to save that rage for once he gets closer to the core of the base. He's going to drop another P.E.K.K.A followed by some more wizards down low, create that funnel. And right now he's completely surrounded the base pretty much. The big bombs fully taking out those wizards as they're in a really strategic spot. And now he's just got to work towards the town hall. So he's got a wizard, 6 archers, and 3 minions left. He just pops that Barbarian King's ability. Town hall is going to go down, but there are all the defenses that are still up. This time the P.E.K.K.A is not going to go down as quick as most of my Teslas are gone. But that big bomb is going to help out, and while the P.E.K.K.A is smashing away at that elixir storage, the Tesla and Wizard Tower are going to snipe it down. So right now his cleanup troops aren't going to do much, as that's pretty much the raid. Let's move on to the third attack, which I believe was a 3-star by him. Yeah, so that's a 3-star. And we'll take a look at this one. So this one, oh, he actually only used 3 P.E.K.K.As, my bad. So he's going to try opening it up from somewhere else, and let's watch how he does this. Alright, so yep, same thing. He's going to work away from his way from the bottom, take care of that clan castle troops ASAP, and he's just going to pretty much do the exact same stuff as before, earthquake in a different spot. And everything's going to go towards score. He's going to drop the P.E.K.K.A off at the bottom again. And things are looking good. All of his P.E.K.K.As are pretty much still up. And yeah, they're pretty much going to make quick work of all those buildings. Under Rage, they are relentless, and they are tough to stop. So that was a much better 3-star. Took him a Titans 3 player, really experienced war player as well, in a level 14 war clan. Took him 3 tries to 3-star this base, and took the other guy about 5. So it took about 8 attacks to get the 3 stars on this. So that's pretty good. So anyways, I'm going to go hand this off to the build of this base if you want to try it out for yourself. Like I said, once our wars start, I'm going to be testing it out some more, so there might be more replays to add, or I might make a few changes to it, but as of now, I'll show you guys the base build of this, and you guys could try it out for yourself. Anyways, if you like the base, like the replays, and you want to see more videos like this, be sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Wherever love goes, there is also misery. It's no mystery. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. Go look in the mirror, say, hey, I'm sorry for all the pain. I'm sorry for all the pain. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. And when you're alone, do you say my name or you say her name? Yeah. My love, it grows with the memories like a symphony. And you and I, we got history, yeah. Wherever love flows, there is also tragedy when we're in too deep. And you and I, we got history, yeah.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you?